So we will begin the maps training right now. What we'll do is you'll come into LoadTrek and sign in and go ahead and click on here on maps, open up the icon. What we're going to do is we'll kind of go through a few things here and then we'll address some questions at the end if anyone has anything. So what we do is we have our test database here to show you some things. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll hop in and let's just go ahead and select all and we're going to plot all of those. Now what we can do is we can uncheck messages to kind of get a better scope and take a look at this map. And we can kind of zoom in a little bit too. Just use your scroll wheel on your mouse, or you can also use the plus and minus buttons up here. So we've selected all of our equipment in this vehicle group, and our vehicle group is all equipment, but you can see here we can dial it down to smaller groups. And we can look at just say these four. We'll plot those four. And you can see those four here on the map. You can dial it down and look at exactly like this one. We were clicking on the actual icon here, and it'll allow us to zoom in. We can kind of zoom in and see where they're at within their route. We can check out their route if they do dispatch. And we can also kind of take a look here at the history. So these will be all of these are the recent timestamps that have come through on this truck. We can look at the most recent messages that have come through. We can also look at HOS. What's nice about this is you can get a quick view of each driver's day, what they have going on. And if you need to, go ahead and just click on the actual log itself there. And that'll bring us into that driver's log, and we can take a look here. Say in this case, we just want to make sure that that driver's lunch was 30 minutes or more. It's 32. So let's scroll back here. Let's pick a bigger group to take a look at. We'll select all and plot those. And what we can do is kind of zoom in, of course. We can look at tractors. We can also look at trailers. We can look at the vehicle group like we've done so far. We can also look at driver groups. This will bring out a list of all the drivers. We can select those guys and plot them. And then we can look at specific ones by just clicking on the icon over here. And the icon, you'll see green arrows, purple arrows, gray dots, red dots. We have an icon guide in our support portal that we can send out the link for. But basically, the green arrows are trucks that have speed and RPM and have recently been moving. The purple ones have been are trucks that are idling, as you can kind of see here. You'll see the red dots here is showing no speed, no RPM. Gray, no speed and RPM. So I can send out the actual icon list. You'll also see ones that are a yellow arrow. Yellow arrow just basically means that there's a truck that's moving, but there's no driver currently signed in. In this case, we can see that there was a driver previously signed in, but not currently. There's not one. We can also take a look at location groups. We can go ahead and show hotels in the area. We've got you can kind of see the blue plus sign. We can take a look at all of our geo fences on the map as well. And what it might be also advantageous for you is to take a look at it through the satellite view. Give you a better sense of things. So we can take away these locations. We can take away these geo fences. What else we can do is by zooming in, you can kind of take a look here. What we'll look at is that we have an overlay available. There's a traffic overlay here that we can click on. And what you can kind of see is obviously in these green patches of road, traffic's moving normally. Obviously in these red patches of road is where there's obvious delays. It's all Google information in terms of these traffic overlays and where you can see traffic jams and so forth. And so one thing also you can do is you can remove all of the actual overlays on here. So you can just have it as this. And it kind of just hides back up here. And what we might do is take a minute here and take any questions that anyone might have. So I'll take a look at the YouTube chat real quick.